Deep beneath the bustling streets of Rome, buried under layers of history, concrete, and faith, lies a hidden world that few have ever seen. It's a place shrouded in mystery and whispered legends. A vast, sprawling maze of ancient tunnels, long-sealed chambers, and relics so powerful they were forbidden from the light of day. This isn't a Hollywood movie plot. This is real. And what's buried down there, stretching for miles beneath one of the most powerful cities in history, could change everything we thought we knew about our past, our beliefs, and the very foundations of power. Welcome, everyone. Today, we're embarking on a journey into the shadows, into a place guarded by centuries of secrecy, the subterranean world of the Vatican. We'll peel back the layers of myth and history to uncover what might be the greatest secret ever kept. So, if you're ready to question everything, let's begin our descent. Our story starts beneath the magnificent dome of St. Peter's Basilica in Vatican City. Here, deep underground, exists a very real and very secret network known as the Vatican Necropolis. This isn't just a simple crypt. It's a city of the dead, a sprawling burial ground that is actually older than Christianity itself. For centuries, its existence was merely a rumor, a legend passed down through whispers. But in 1939, during construction work to create a tomb for Pope Pius XI, the ground gave way. Workers accidentally broke through a floor and stumbled into a void. They had rediscovered a world that had been sealed and forgotten for over 1,000 years. What they found was astonishing. A perfectly preserved Roman street lined with pagan mausoleums and family tombs. The air was thick with the dust of ages, and the walls were covered in inscriptions, mosaics, and artifacts that predated the time of St. Peter by generations. The discovery sent shockwaves through the church. Here, directly beneath the heart of Catholicism, was a pagan cemetery. But the biggest shock was yet to come. As archaeologists, led by Monsignor Ludwig Kaas, carefully excavated the site, they found something that seemed to defy all odds. Amidst the pagan tombs, they uncovered a simple, humble grave. And on a nearby wall, scrawled in ancient Greek, was an inscription that made their hearts stop: Petros Ini. Peter is here. For the Vatican, this was a monumental discovery. It seemed to be the definitive proof they had always sought that the Apostle Peter, the rock, upon which Jesus built his church and the very first pope, was truly buried right there under the high altar of the basilica built in his name. In 1950, Pope Pius XII announced to the world that the tomb of St. Peter had been found. It was a moment of incredible triumph for the faith. But here's where the story takes a dark turn. Not everyone was convinced. Some of the archaeologists involved in the dig raised serious questions. They pointed out that the bones found in the grave were a jumble belonging to several individuals, including a woman and even some farm animals. They argued that the inscription could have been a later addition, written by pilgrims who simply believed Peter was buried there. The lead archaeologist, Margherita Garducci, later claimed she found a different set of bones, wrapped in precious purple and gold cloth, hidden away in a niche. She insisted these were Peter's bones, moved there for safekeeping by Emperor Constantine. The controversy was fierce. Which set of bones was real? Was the inscription authentic? Skeptics accused the Vatican of staging the discovery, of hiding inconvenient evidence to support a narrative that solidified its authority. Monsignor Kaas, the man who first oversaw the excavation, was accused of secretly removing the very bones in question and hiding them in his office for 10 years, fearing they would be discredited. To this day, the debate rages. What did they really find down there? And more importantly, what did they hide? The Vatican has kept the necropolis under incredibly tight control ever since, with access granted to only a handful of visitors each day. Many believe the truth of what was found in 1939 has been buried once again, this time under layers of official dogma. But the mystery only deepens. The necropolis might just be the tip of the iceberg. What if there are even deeper levels? Levels known only to a select few high-ranking members of the church and the secretive Swiss Guard who protect them? Over the years, strange documents and tantalizing maps have surfaced, hinting at a much larger, more ancient complex beneath the Vatican. These aren't just tunnels for burial, they speak of a secret library. An archive filled with forbidden texts, writings that were deemed too dangerous for the world and banned for centuries. Imagine a library, sealed away not to protect its contents from the world, but to protect the world from its contents. Sealed for the good of mankind. What kind of knowledge could be so powerful? so disruptive that it needed to be locked away in the deepest, darkest corners of the earth? The theories are as wild as they are fascinating. Some believe this hidden archive contains lost Gospels books that were deliberately excluded from the Bible. Gospels that might tell a completely different story of Jesus, his teachings, and his life. Perhaps a story where he didn't die on the cross, or where he had a family, or where his message was far more radical than the version we know today. The discovery of such a text would not just challenge the foundations of Christianity. It would shatter them. Other theories point to something even older, ancient scientific manuscripts that predate all known history. Knowledge from civilizations that have been lost to time. Could the Church be in possession of technology or scientific understanding from a forgotten age? Think about the Library of Alexandria. When it burned, humanity lost centuries of knowledge. But what if some of it was saved? What if it was smuggled to Rome and hidden away, deemed too advanced or heretical for a world plunging into the Dark Ages? The most mind-bending theory of all whispers about evidence of pre-Christian civilizations that existed right under ancient Rome itself. A culture so ancient, it makes the Roman Empire look young. Could the Vatican be built upon the ruins of something far more mysterious? And could the Church be guarding the secret of its existence? This might all sound like fantasy, but modern technology suggests there's something to it. In recent years, ground-penetrating radar and satellite scans have revealed massive, unexplained voids deep beneath Vatican City. These are not natural caves. They are large, geometric, man-made spaces that have never been officially acknowledged or explored. Empty chambers, sealed corridors, entire halls that don't appear on any official map. The Vatican's official explanation is that these areas are unstable or simply uninteresting, but why the secrecy? Why not open them? Some argue it's a simple matter of preservation to protect priceless religious relics from damage. But others believe the Church is guarding something far more extraordinary. Something that connects to an ancient power, a forgotten truth that underpins all of Western civilization. History is filled with stories of those who tried to dig too deep. Popes, cardinals, and scholars who became too curious about the Vatican's subterranean secrets were often silenced, excommunicated, or met with mysterious ends. Their research vanished, their questions left unanswered. The truth, it seems, has always been lost in the shadows, protected by an institution that has mastered the art of keeping secrets for 2,000 years. So, what are we left with? We have a real, excavated necropolis filled with controversy. We have tantalizing clues of a hidden library filled with forbidden knowledge. And we have scientific data showing undiscovered chambers still waiting in the dark. One thing is clear, the world beneath the Vatican is not a myth. It is real, and it holds secrets. Perhaps the biggest secret in human history isn't written in a book or carved in stone on the surface. Perhaps it's sleeping down there in the silent, dark earth beneath the feet of millions of pilgrims, waiting for the day it will finally be found. And as we continue to search for answers about who we are and where we come from, we should probably start looking down. Because sometimes the answers we seek are buried right under our feet. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the unknown. If you enjoyed this exploration, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the world as greatest mysteries. Let me know in the comments what you think is hidden beneath the Vatican. Until next time, keep questioning.